Hi, welcome to GenderCat.com's YouTube channel. I'm Joseph Mudge. In this segment, I'm going to talk to you about the difference between the adhesible and the self-adhesive packers. I'm going to start with the adhesible packers. This one is a semi-hard 3036. The sunlight's a little bit much. Here we go. 3036 adhesible. The back side is not sticky on its own. So with this, you would have to apply an adhesive that's meant for silicone prosthetics. There are several of them out there. So first I'll talk about the pros and cons of the ones that I've experienced. So all of the medical silicone adhesives that I've tried out there stay gooey, and that was a problem for me sensory-wise. I didn't like it very much, and it also contains a lot of solvents, which I was sensitive to. So GenderMender adhesive was my solution for that, and that does not have any solvents in it, and it doesn't stay gooey once it's dried or cured. So what you need to do for this, the adhesible packers, is apply the adhesive and stick it to you. When you use GenderMender adhesive, it's really great for swimming, and if it's a really warm day and sweaty, it holds up really well to that. And it's a really good bond that you get with it. The downsides, it's a little finicky, so some things will cause it to not cure. Things like aloe and natural latex and rubbers, and those things are in a lot of skincare products, so you have to be really careful to not use any skincare products. I'm currently recommending that you not use soap on the back side of the tab if you're using GenderMender adhesive, because some of those soaps will cause it to not cure. Also, if there's residues on your skin, it could cause it to not cure, like shaving cream and lotions and things like that. So it's really important to make sure everything is well rinsed if you're going to use GenderMender adhesive. The second thing about GenderMender adhesive that you need to be aware of is it takes some pretty precise measuring, because you have to measure part A and part B equally. If you got the samples, they come in syringes, so those are graduated, and you can just squeeze out, what you need. For attaching a packer, there we go. For attaching a packer, you're going to want about 2 milliliters of each part A and part B, and that's enough to attach the packer. I think I'll start including the syringes for everybody so you can use those for measuring, because I think that's important. Let's see, what else do you need to know? I keep getting asked, how do you remove the GenderMender adhesive, and it's different from other adhesives. You don't use any solvents to remove it. At the end of the day, or when you're ready to remove your prosthetic, you can just lift it from the bottom and it'll peel up, and it's actually really gentle on your skin. It holds well, but it doesn't cause too much issue to just peel it up from the bottom. The other thing is that if you it builds up on the prosthetic, there's no way to remove it from the prosthetic, so you're going to build up over time. And I think that's kind of a downside to the GenderMender adhesive. But you're free to use any medical grade silicone adhesive out there. So this one is a semi-hard adhesible packer. Here's an example of the buildup that can happen, as you can see. It's kind of hard to see, but the silicone builds up on there. I do have a product called Smooth that you can apply to the edges when you get the buildup that will kind of recreate that thinning edge, which that works really well. It also can make just the regular seam disappear if you're finding it distracting. So here is a self-adhesive one. This one is a semi-hard 310B6. So this one is sticky on the back, and it stays sticky until it gets a lot of oils or particles on it, like dust and stuff. But anyway, you can just stick this one to your body and it doesn't require any adhesives. And you can see I'm pulling on that pretty hard. And it stays, a lot of movement. So this one, the self-adhesive, is great because it doesn't require a lot of your time to attach. You can just stick it and you're done. And then if it stops sticking because it's got crud on it or whatever, then you just wash it with soap and water and it becomes sticky again. In fact, this one I've been using to demo quite a bit, and it lost its stick several times over now. And this one's been washed, I'd say, about 6 times, and you can see it's great. All right, so I should probably be a little more gentle with these, but I really want you guys to see how well it sticks. So one of the drawbacks of the self-adhesive is it's not as good as the GenderMender adhesive in water or if you're sweating a lot. But the bonus is that if you, and I don't mean that it's not going to stay put, it stays in place. But if you've been sweating all day and then you pull down your pants, it's not going to free hang like this so well. After a while, it'll kind of fall off if there's moisture in there. So, but the solution to that is, you know, just to press it back on, pretty much, or even better yet, if you can dry it off and then stick it back on, that works really well. So this one is great for convenience-wise. I mean, you can just, you know, stick it on your body and go. You don't have to mix adhesive and wait for it to cure, or worry about cure inhibition or things like that. And then, yeah. So and you don't have the adhesive buildup issues and stuff like that. So hopefully I explained the difference between the two and enough detail for you guys to make decisions about which one will work best for you.